Well, in case y'all don't know who I am, I go by the name of Isaac Moore, and I call myself the fashion assassin.
Okay, okay, okay,
I
okay.
like that. I'm gonna come
The
with a video
fashion is
game.
that. I like that.
I'm
Did you
telling
did you LLC that?
well, of course, yeah,
You got
yeah.
that.
No, but what I do, I create experiences.
Mm.
Uh, uh, you know, re, you know, memorable experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I do is I make wonderful bags, but the things that corroborate my bags is my packaging. And
Mm-hmm.
my packaging, um, I'm so big on how far you came. So I put people accomplishments and achievements and accolades and all these different things just to remind them how far they came.
Mm.
Because sometimes we could do so much and we forget how far we how far we came because we so focused on where we're going.
True. Always on the go.
And so how far we came suggests how close we are where we're going.
Mm.
So I'm really really big on that kind of stuff. So I create memorable experiences and things
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
through my art.
All right, I'd like to welcome y'all out to another edition of the His Healthy Habits podcast. I am Mr. Triple H, and today's guest is a special guest that I have a very personal relationship with. This young man has been the epitome of perseverance when it comes to pursuing his passion and his purpose, and it's an honor to have him on the show, being the third episode. And I just want to thank him in advance for giving me his time. This man's name is Isaac Moore. What's up, Isaac?
What up, though?
All right, Isaac. So, man, we got a lot to talk about, but I just want to say first, man, like, you are inspiration to a lot of people, and that's the goal for this. To inspire people to, if they're thinking about pursuing the path of what you've done,
Yeah.
to if that's their passion and they feel they have a purpose in it, when they hear this interview or they watch it, that you will be that inspiration to light that fire for many people like you and me needed when we were younger, or just becoming or getting the ideal behind their journey of wanting to be an entrepreneur, or pursue their passion, or
Right.
get a purpose. So man, you living in your purpose right now. I feel like, right?
Nah, for sure. I'm definitely living on my purpose, man. I believe that everybody have purpose. You know, but I think that everybody that have purpose is not on purpose. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody was created for a reason, but never everybody not on that reason why they was created for.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely on purpose though.
When do you think, if you remember, like around about when you found out, you honed in, you was like, man, I'm living in my purpose.
I can't really remember, man, because you know, I've been at this at a very, very long time. I think that my passion developed and then increased, over the time. But I feel like I've been locked in, for a long time doing this stuff. I think it came from like, me didn't have a relationship with my parents and, me on these streets and things like that and needed love, you know, like I never heard nobody told me they loved me until I was 22 years old. You see what I'm saying? And so when I did my first fashion show at Texas Southern, shout out to Texas Southern.
TSU.
Yeah. When I did my first fashion show at Texas Southern, remind you, like nobody was thinking about doing what I was doing at that time. There was no such thing as no clothing line or black anything when it comes down to fashion. So when I did my first fashion show at Texas Southern, I was getting a lot of love from that. And once I started getting the love, that's what I needed. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't care about the business part of it. I was like, let me do another one. I was like, you gonna do this, you gonna make it. I'm like, dang, I never heard that before. So I started getting really addicted just with that.
When was that? You remember that first year?
I
04?
Yeah, 04,
04.
05. Yeah.
I didn't want to tell too much of your story, but
Nah,
yeah,
for
I
sure,
remember.
for sure.
I remember
Yeah.
that. I was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I was just so addicted to the words of people were saying, and that's what kept me going and things like that until I realized what I created was a business and is a business. And so I started revamping my mind and shifting my purpose, and I realized that the lack in this profession of fashion, I have an opportunity to fill that void, and it's a real big gap, a real big lack in it. So yeah,
And just kind of going back to what you said with your passion, man, because like, I mean, for me, I know, from where I saw
yeah,
you start when it came to you coming to TSU in Houston, and of course you're a Houston native, but backtrack to which I think was amazing, especially being so young and to pursue like a passion and create something tangible out of it
Yeah.
when you did the thing for your prom. Tell them
yeah.
about that.
I mean, like I always want to do something different, and cause when I was a kid, I used to just play with like pencils and pens. I used to think the pencil was the karate man. I used to think the pen was like the ninja because it had like a little cap on it and stuff like that. And so I always used to get my inspiration. I could look at something and I could make it to what I wanted to be like. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I saw I know that I didn't want to go to Al's Formal Wear or Men's Warehouse and things like that. So I used to be in love with jerseys. I said, how about if I could take these jerseys and make it to a tuxedo? And that's what I did. So at that time, Carmelo Anthony was my favorite player. So I took that. I took 3 of his jerseys. I cut it up, made one in a vest. Took the letters and took the name, took the number, and made one out of the coat with the lapel. Then I made the slacks to go with it. So I made a 3-piece suit out of 3 jerseys.
Senior in high school, right?
Senior in high school.
Crazy. So
Yeah.
did you have like a background in like I don't know, it's curriculum like seamstress? How did you learn how to like weave all that stuff together?
I mean, like just been at it, man. Like I was telling someone earlier, I've been at this like 18 years.
Yeah.
So every year by pursuing the same thing, you're gonna find out different stuff.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like I never cheated on this stuff at all. So I'm just really focused and honed in on it. So yeah, like being with a seamstress, learning how to do that, and just being around it, man. And so I picked everything
So you were
up.
self-taught?
Yeah, for sure.
And to me that's crazy because I mean,
Cause I'm a very visual person, man. Like, and I could, not a visual person. I'm a conceptual person. So I'm saying like I'm big on concepts. You know what I'm saying? So if I see how this thing works, I can do it.
so that's a good. What's the difference to you between being a person who visualizes and conceptualizes something? Because I ain't gonna lie, I understand. I'm a visionary. I feel like at heart, I get ideals. Like this podcast was an ideal of a vision.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between like visions and concepts?
See, I think a vision. So your question is like being a visionary or just being like a visual learner. What do you saying?
So I think like you said, you conceptualize something versus like visualizing it.
Right.
So like you conceptualize the bag, but did you see the vision? Like did it come to you in a dream beforehand?
No.
You just like
I could just look at something. I could just look at a room and look at the wall and see the shape of the wall and come up with a design from that.
Huh.
So
Yeah.
I'm saying nothing don't have to appear to me.
Yeah.
I can look at it and make it to where I want.
We different. I ain't like that. I'm the type like you know what I'm saying. Like I get it. I'm like, man, maybe I could do this with if I have enough of these resources, and AYZ. But I think that's a gift. Honestly, I think that's definitely a gift.
I didn't even know that it was a gift at first, man. It was people couldn't understand it, especially my mother. She couldn't understand it. She thought I was crazy. Because I just be in my head so much and I could see it. And I could really see what I want to do. Like I'm looking at this thing right here. That's a design right there. Like I can't just look at things for too long. I could start making things in my head and I could then I have the resources and I have the intelligence to make it work.
And then you said something too. I think I want to talk on like when you said your mother couldn't see it, but you could. And I think a lot of people who are visionaries or who aspire to be entrepreneurs or come up with following their own passions, like do have people, the closest people who deter them away because they just can't see it.
They just can't see
so how
it.
do you feel about that when it comes to like people like, who you talking about blood, like mothers, fathers, sisters, significant others? How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to pursuing what you believe is true to you.
I mean, you took the words out of my mouth, just pursuing, man. Like, like your vision is something that God gave you.
Yeah.
You know, He didn't give it to your mother. He didn't give it to your father. He didn't give it to your friends. He gave it to you. And it's your job is to believe in this is for you. You know, and I feel like vision is how things supposed to be, how things could be, how things should be. And I think that with the power that God give you, you make it that way.
Man, I knew this was gonna be an amazing conversation with you. But back to I forgot to introduce you, and you got to tell the people who you are with the success you currently have right now.
Yeah.
Of course, the people gonna be know Isaac, but for the people who don't know Isaac, who watching this already seeing just how great of an individual you are in regards to this entity that you created. But tell who you are right now, currently. Who is Isaac? What does he do? What's he giving to the people?
Yeah. Well, in case y'all don't know who I am, I go by the name of Isaac Moore, and I call myself the fashion assassin.
Okay.
You know, I like that. I'm coming with
the
a
fashion
video.
assassin. I like that.
I'm telling you.
Did you LLC that?
Well, of course. Yeah.
You got that.
Yeah. No, but you know what I do? I create experiences. You know, you know, memorable experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I do is I make wonderful bags, but the things that corroborate my bags is my packaging. And my packaging, I'm so big on how far you came, so I put people accomplishments and achievements and accolades and all these different things just to remind them how far they came. You know, because sometimes we could do so much and we forget how far we came because we so focused on where we're going.
True. Always on the go.
And so how far we came suggests how close we are where we're going. You know, so I'm really, really big on that kind of stuff. So I create memorable experiences and things like that through my art.
Yeah, and I don't want to tell too much of your story because this is about you, but it's you call it the box experience, right?
Yeah, the box experience. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I know it's been coined. From the media.
Yeah. No, it's called. Yeah, it's called. Shit. Yeah, it's called a box experience, man. And you know, it's just creating the experience, man. Just reminding people how far they came. Man.
Yeah.
That's what this whole idea. I took the concept from an award show. You know, and every award show, people getting awarded for their hard work. You see what I'm saying? I said, what about the customers and the consumers and the moms and the dads and the fathers? You see what I'm saying? They not getting an award. You see what I'm saying? So I really made my whole brand out of an award ceremony type of thing.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna ask you, like, what was your inspiration to take that initiative to distinguish yourself from all the other, not even just like black designers, just designers in general?
Yeah.
Because
I see a lot of people trying to do this stuff, man. You know, they got a lot of, you know, by the time they got like a good 5 years to catch up with me.
you let them know.
You see what I'm saying? No, for real. They got
a
good little 5 years. By the time that, like, I'm creating something else. It's called the experience of a lifetime. You know, you know, because you know, people is not, you know, people not really like originators.
Yeah.
You know, they just want to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Just because they see you successful,
or somebody else or whatever. It's like, dang, because they just want to do it, and they're not really doing it for the real reason of, you know, they just want to do it because they lack it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, seem like a quick come up, a quick dollar,
whatever. And they realize that this is not something that you just come up with.
Yeah.
It's something that you got to put your all into.
Straight up, because I know, you know, for you, you almost been doing this 20 plus years. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
You're going on almost 20 years, if not more.
For sure.
So like let's talk about the struggles in between, like when you first thought like you was gonna launch this brand or the name or whatever you came up with initially, whether you was in high school or, you know, when you first came up with that, to like now, like, you know, let's talk about the struggles. People like you, I think they need to hear that.
I'm still struggling.
Keep it real. That's what I'm talking about.
Real. I'm still struggling. I'm just struggling on a bigger level and stuff like that. But I'm still struggling. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. You know, every time I accomplish one thing, I'm creating something else. You know, like my vision get me in debt. My creativity get me in debt because it's so big, and I'm going after it, and I never can. You know, so I'm always struggling.
Yeah, so the
I'm
division ain't capped.
It ain't capped.
It ain't
You see
capped.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for real, like so. I'm always in debt. I'm always trying to figure it out. And but the more I figure it out, the more I become very unstoppable.
But that's the beauty in it, though.
Yeah.
When I mean, of course, we do want to make some type of profit, being business owners, entrepreneurs,
Yeah,
to support
to keep
our
it going, yeah.
We want to keep it going, but when you're not doing it for like a certain number, like $1 million or a certain amount of followers, like you said, like the vision's not capped.
Yeah.
So that means like the flame stays lit for you.
Nah, for real.
Like, you know what I'm saying, no matter, you may have gotten Obama to Obama and got him a box, he could have threw you whatever. But
man, it's so crazy that I done over 200 of these things.
how long what's the span of time now?
2.5 years.
That's crazy.
And
That's crazy.
not just with
that's a short amount
anybody.
of time. Yeah.
One of the most influential people in the world.
Yeah.
You know.
How did it feel doing your first box?
My first box I did was for Megan Thee Stallion. I did that in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that in 2019. And so she's the first person I ever did.
How did you, I think a lot of people haven't said, how did you get like even access? I think one of the people wonder that, like even myself, like how did you get access to be able to present her this experience? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's for real. So, Meek Mills was out here for the James Harden weekend. And make a long story short, that he liked my bag. So he said, I'm gonna give you a shout out, but I gotta get this bag. I only had one bag.
Yeah.
And I gave my last bag to him. And then from there, it started going viral. I started getting on the shade room from there.
And matter like what was the matter of time? Like when you handed him that bag, was it like a day? I was a week.
The next
day.
Next day, I was on everything. I was on literally like on every major platform. Right?
Yeah.
But that's the good thing about it. The bad thing about it, now my name out there, I only had one bag.
Okay.
So I had to figure out, how to, I made a lot of money during that period of time, but I could have made a lot more. But I wasn't ready.
It was like spontaneous success.
Yeah, it was kind of exactly. Like it wasn't planned out. It wasn't nothing like that, kind of stuff like that. But it just happened that way. Then a lot of people start reaching out to me. Matter of fact, Meek Mills, Megan, she wasn't a headliner then. She was coming up in 2019. So Meek Mills was a headliner for this show in the Woodlands, and somebody reached out to me from her team and said, "Man, listen, Meek Mills is speaking highly of your bag at the concert. How can Megan get one?"
Love.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it happened from that. Then I posed Megan. Then other people start reaching out to me. Like to this day, people think like I'm just be giving bags. I'm like, how can you even? You can't just email these people. You can't just So how they got to get in contact with you.
That I think that's as you go to that's real. I think that's a real question a lot of people have who you're from your admirers to everybody else in between, because it's like you see this and it's like, yo, like how this dude get backstage, how he get at this concert,
and
like
it's constantly.
Yes, you get
it's
consistent.
It's not just no one time thing. It's like I got a schedule.
Yeah, for real. So when you say you got a schedule, like, and if you don't want to, we ain't gonna throw them, give them all the gems, because I know this is key to your business and your unique success. But like, what does Isaac do? Does he like say, okay, I see such and such gonna be here the next couple months. I need to get in contact with such and such, or
no, it's not like that. Like, it's not like they're gonna be there or whatever and stuff like that. We are scheduled around it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm part of the show. I'm part of the thing. Yeah, it's not long.
That's genius, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah,
I'd have thought that. I love how you put yourself in that pocket, because the average person think like, man, if it was me, I'm just trying to get it. I'm gonna buy a concert ticket first, see if I can sneak backstage.
Right.
Be like, hey, I know Meek, like this is my boy. I got his box. He left it in the car.
Yeah.
It ain't like that.
I don't present myself like that.
That's dope. So how does Isaac present himself to where you don't seem like an accessory?
This is needed. Like I told you, man. Like, everything was created to solve a problem. But you got to think about the the problem before that thing was created, and that's the purpose of the creation. Like for instance, like what was the problem before ketchup? Or what was the problem before a chair? Then a chair was created, so that's the meaning for the chair. So we was created like that too.
True.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the thing about it is we don't know our problem to solve. We just know, we think our problem is our lack. You see what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying.
You know, and that's where we go after our lack, but that's not a problem what we was created for.
So do you, according to like Isaac's theology, do you feel every person was put here to solve a problem?
Man, for sure. Everybody was here to solve a problem. We just need to know that we scared of problems. We afraid of problems. But that shit really make us who we
are.
It's like come alive.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like for real. Like, so my thing is like, man, since I know that very early, I gotta see. I'm gonna teach something. Like I want to, everybody that's listening, I want just something I just learned, that you can't sell products. You gotta sell something else. And the product gotta be like the byproduct of something. You see what I'm saying? Like for instance, like Google. That's not it's a product, but but it's so free. But how they make billions of dollars? You see what I'm saying? YouTube. It's how they make billions of dollars, but yet it's so free.
Yeah.
They selling something else, and the byproduct is the advertising. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they really selling something else, and that's what you gotta sell. You see what I'm saying? You can't just sell fitness. You gotta sell. You gotta create something and sell that, and this is the byproduct of you looking this way. You see what I'm saying?
I like that thought process is real.
See, a lot of people just want to focus on selling the shoe, but the shoe gotta be a byproduct of something so they can get the shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can relate. You make me think deeper into my products and services just right now. When I replay this, I'm gonna definitely be thinking more about that.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people don't, they just do it. They don't create nothing else. I don't sell bags. I don't sell boxes. I sell the experience. I sell the
Yeah.
That's what I'm selling.
Yeah.
And the box and the bag is the byproduct of that ooh and the ah, because that's the only way you can feel that way.
So let me ask you this. Do you think you saw your brand grow more when you started promoting this experience, or did you garner more like revenue in the previous years?
Man, I always been broke. I never had no money. I've been struggling all my life. I never had a car until I was 33 years old. I never even had an apartment like this till I was 30-something years old. See what I'm saying? But this changed my life, bro. Like just really just focus on it and put my life into it. So this was the thing. That experience was the thing that got me to this point.
And
I got so many cars. It's
like you making me think back because I'm in the orchard. I see like a lot of people don't know. It's just me. I'm top of my head thinking years.
Yeah.
Like you've been pursuing this passion of yours for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
But here we go in like these last 3 to 5 years. Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
like
sure.
You are really just like now things seem to be really blowing up. The average person don't want to pursue something 3 to 5 months.
That's it. All right. Not even two. Yeah. Not even a. Listen, and I want to tell you something too, man. Like people, you can't be a customer of your vision. You can't be a customer of your relationships. Like, and what I mean by a customer is like people will, if you have $500 and you go to the mall and you want to buy some shoes, you get the shoes immediately that you paid for it. Right? And we apply that same type of mentality into our business. Like, dang, I did the work. Why this not happening for me?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I did, why did I put more than this? You supposed to do this and all this kind of stuff like that. It's they not a customer. You got to be a builder of something. You see what I'm saying? Like and like, cause it took me like 2 years to build a bag, but it takes me 2 seconds to sell it. You see what I'm saying? So it's a different mentality. We build like customers instead of build like builders.
So what do you think the expectations, if you were giving advice to an entry level entrepreneur, somebody thinking about doing what you're doing, what would be what expectations would you tell them to set based off of that?
Man, no expectation, man. Like I just told you, man, you can't be a customer of your dream. You gotta be a builder of one.
Yeah.
For sure. You gotta understand, man, this is a long period of time. As money as it can't be the thing that you chase. It's just gotta be the byproduct of what you get in, man. Like it's like 1 + 1 produces 2. So you can't work for the 2 if something produced 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a formula. So you gotta know the formula that produces your results in your life.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I get you
know what
because
I'm saying?
yeah, and you're giving a lot of inspiration, man. And I think for me, it's inspiring to hear you say a lot of this, especially being in the entrepreneur realm. But like for people who need that inspiration for like numbers, and if we need to cut this, we can. But like, I remember, I think I heard in one of your interviews, you said in one day of orders, was it 12,000 or something you got in a day or something like that?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
What since you've been doing this, like I said, we'll cut it if you need to. I always tell people this, but what would you say from an inspirational numerical number is the most you've ever made in a certain amount of time? Like, I bet it surprised you being in the position you're in. I know every entrepreneur has that moment where they be like, oh shoot, I made this much. Whether it's 1 day, 1 month, 1 year in general at all.
Yeah, I made like 300,000-400,000 one day.
1 day.
Mm-hmm.
1 day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was it strictly from the bags or was it?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you think your customers were more celebrity based or consumer based?
It all plays a part.
Mm-hmm.
It all plays a part. Like, I think it's more consumer based.
Because what I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, what I mean consumer, I'm the average consumer. I'm not a celebrity. But you got people like who you deal with, like the celebrities who we see like on social media, and I'm pretty sure those people tap in. But,
sure.
It's always a question like, as an entrepreneur, it's like, what do I want to target my customer base to be? It's like, do I go for those high level celebrities knowing that maybe I could tackle that and make $300K a day? Or do I go for those consumers because they see me tapping in with the celebrities, which the consumer now becomes the 300.
I'm still learning. Like I don't have no, like everything that what people say, how they normally do business and stuff like that is knowing your target market and all that kind of stuff. I throw all that stuff out.
Yeah, you went to school for marketing, right?
Yeah, I went to school for marketing, and I throw all that kind of stuff away.
Yeah.
Because everything has changed, everything has evolved, and so I just don't think that way. My thing is whoever like my shit, that's who my target market is.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna make sure the world see it. My thing, this is how I do it. I say, okay, well, I think this product I need to make 5 million people see this product. Now, of course, all 5 million people is not gonna buy it, or I can't afford it, but a certain percentage will. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna. My job is to make 5 million, whatever that takes, how much that costs, whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make 5 million people see it. So I'm saying, so whoever like that shit from there, whoever feel like that's what it is and stuff like that, that's my target market. And I'm just gonna put it out there.
And I appreciate that because I think, you going to school in business and us understanding the dynamics, you always hear like, okay, create a business plan, know your target market, XYZ.
Man, that shit, bro. I mean, I think you should know that for yourself. But I think before people was trying to look for money for other people and shit like that, man, investment, because anything what somebody else would do for you, you should be able to do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like for somebody, if you was a rapper and you asked me for $10,000 or something like that or whatever to get studio time, like, come on, man. Like, you should be able to do that shit yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody should do that for you like that. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? In the beginning, you should learn your stuff because, like, I get a lot of people approach me. I can tell them, hey, I want to take less than 300,000. I want to do this, you know, and stuff. I can say that because I put a lot of work. I know what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is working. Obviously, you see what I'm saying. But if you come into somebody and they making money in their own way and stuff like that, and you telling them to come invest in you and stuff like that, and you never even made nothing work, you don't have no kind of leverage of telling them nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People want to, you know, yeah, man.
So you said like, okay, you made 300 one day, but tell me this: a lot of people hear the gains, they see the successes, but if you can think back and just kind of guesstimate since you started, since day one of you even thinking you're going to be a designer up until now, how much do you think you lost, numbers wise?
Man, I feel like I ain't lose nothing.
Mm.
I ain't lost nothing.
How much you think you invested between before the gains came?
Over $1 billion.
Over $1 million. You said million.
Over.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think I heard you say this before. You said each one was a learning experience or something like that?
Yeah, it's definitely. I ain't lose nothing. Because obviously, like, I ain't lose. I'm still, you know, like,
Yeah.
So I ain't lost anything. It was just a learning experience, how to do it better. I improvise and, you know, what I got going on, trying to, and it's like, I'm very creative, man. I kind of like problems.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like it. I'm not scared of them. I don't run away from it. I really embrace it because I feel like I'm a real live creator. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to create. I want to create things out of something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like for real. So I ain't lose nothing though.
So I mean, and I'm the type of person now. That's why I started this platform, because a lot of people from social media, even from my perspective in business, and people see the successes, but sometimes people think when you get to a certain level of success, there's no more challenges, and we both know there is. So like
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So what challenges right now currently, like, could Isaac tell who he's going through that they may not see as to
structure,
business?
Structure, because like it's getting so big for me. It's like I get like the LA Rams call me. Right?
Oh.
LA Rams want me to do the whole box experience for the whole LA Rams.
That's
Coach, right?
Major. Yeah.
It's big, right?
Yeah, it's major.
But that shit is. Do you know how much that shit goes in just to do some stuff like that? Then when you do it, the impact from that, you gotta be ready for the impact.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
Staffing.
I'm just getting ready to, you know, sometimes I gotta like, I can't do this opportunity right here. Even though this is gonna, you see what I'm saying? I can't do this box experience with this person right here because this person gonna take me to this and I'm not ready for that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I have to learn, because I feel like in the beginning you be so passionate of like, dang, you get to do this part, and I'm like, I'm doing it. I don't care what that's going. You see what I'm saying? But as I'm thank God that I get more opportunities, and so all my mistakes, I remember asking God, man, I was like, man, I was just praying like, God, just when I make a mistake, just don't penalize me for such a long time.
Yeah. That's an interesting take.
You see what I'm saying?
I get
Just
you.
don't penalize for a long time that I wanna learn and I'm gonna get it. See what I'm saying? And I thank God that what I was doing, it wasn't God didn't really penalize me or something just didn't happen for a long duration of time. You know, so I just kept on learning while the same thing was happening for me and stuff like that. See what I'm saying? And so now I realize, man, my struggles is just these opportunities keep coming my way, and I don't think I'll be ready for it right then and there to do it as the person that I am right now that's growing in it. Yeah. When you're young in anything, you know, that's exciting. Like I'm telling you, it's like, man, it's hard. You're gonna figure everything out. And I think you should. If that was you, you should do that. You see what I'm saying? But for me, I need to be ready for that.
And it's interesting you say, because I understand, like, sometimes being an entrepreneur, you do get opportunities. You do see where other people or other businesses are at, and you strive for that. But sometimes you can't grow too quickly.
Man,
You know?
I'm telling you, man, that shit happened to me, bro. Like for real, for real. And I want to tell people too, man. You have to commit to the time. Like, if you want to go to Dallas from Houston, and you put it in GPS, it's gonna say 3 hours and 3.5 hours or something like that. You know, and that's the time that you have to commit for you to get to Dallas. I think your success is like that too. I think it's already built. It's already a built-in time for who you're gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying you just got to do what it takes to get there, right? And sometimes that we'll give up before the time is suggested, man. Like there wasn't no such thing as black luxury or people want to support black like how we doing now. You know, so if I had never would have kept on being persistent in what I got going on, people could never just come to me. It's like, dang, that's how I got pumped up because it was black time. You know what I'm saying? These real big brands was out here like just really messing up or whatever. Then people want to start supporting black people and and stuff like that or whatever. Then they start looking at me for something that I've been doing for a long time.
And I want to talk about that too, because what problems have you had trying to be a staple as a black luxury designer? What problems have you had leading up to that, or even until now? Like, have you had anybody give you like any flack for that?
Man, I don't even see none of that, man. Like, I'm such a creative, man. I try not to go in the same trajectory of everybody else.
Yeah.
I always trying to create my own.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go through the same. Normally, how this stuff works in fashion is, you got the CFDA, which is the, which Tom Ford and a Winter Run.
What's the CFDA?
That's like a record label of fashion.
For real?
No, for real. They got their own awards and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And so normally how that works is, you get like a setup like this and say, hey, how you guys doing? My name is Isaac Moore. I'm from Houston, Texas. I design hemp. And you show what you're doing. And if they like you or whatever, they pick you up. You see what I'm saying? And
they pick you up being
they
this federation?
They do it for you. You see what I'm saying? If they like you or whatever, they set you up with the fashion weeks and stuff like that. They introduce you to the world and boom, 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 boom. They put you up with the Rihannas and allow you dress them for this and that stuff like that. I didn't do it that way.
So you made your own lane.
I made my own way. So I can't get no type of what did they say. I never went their way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm so and I'm so creative, man. I want to create my own way, and make sure that my own way is just as effective as that way.
Yeah, yeah. Cause I see you creating your own way. That's why I got this book right here. And you to me are like the true definition of being relentless. Cause I remember when earlier, 0405, like you were walking.
Yeah.
To wherever you had to get to put people on your shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, let's talk about that because people don't know. Like, yeah, you said 33, you just got your first spot, 33 first car.
Yeah, for sure.
That means pretty much we was in college at TSU, we 18, 19.
Yeah.
Like, the average person, like I said, 3 to 5 months on average. They'll grind hard and give it everything. But you've been doing this, like I said, almost 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Like, what did those lessons teach you back then where you look back? Because you were, and that's another reason y'all had this here, because you are very humble. Like, as I've seen you grow in your success, you know what I'm saying, over the last decades, like, how were those experiences humbling to you from, the time, like you said, from your mom's to even now?
Yeah. My experience really, because I understand, man, that I'm one belief away from not want to do this.
Yeah.
That's how hard it is. I'm one, like, I need to keep on believing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get discouraged. I get very discouraged because I'm like, how can this happen? How can I do this? You see what I'm saying? But it's not up to me. It's up to me to use what God gave me and keep using that.
Yeah.
Because he gave it to me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, when you have like those struggles, or these times, where you doubt, if you should still be doing this or pursuing this, like what keeps you fortified? Like what keeps you like, man, like, yeah, nah, forget that. Like I gotta keep going.
Yeah, this is, man, I realize, because when a producer, works on a movie, when they works on a movie, they always shoot the end in the beginning, because the end is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not about the beginning, it's not about the middle, it's about the end.
That's interesting.
So our job is to make it to the end.
Yeah.
And so it's so very important for us to know the end of our life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what keeps me going, because I understand that I haven't made it to my end yet. And that's what keeps me going. You know?
And that's interesting. You said, like, I was just talking to somebody about that. Like, so where does Isaac see himself, like, let's go 10 years from now?
Oh, man. I say like 3 years. I can tell you, like, next year, this is going to be everywhere. This is going to be like one of the biggest brands
Manifest.
that the world ever seen. Like, for real, for real.
I believe it.
At one period of time, I don't know how long this period of time, this is going to be the number one brand that the world ever seen.
Yep.
Like, for real, because it's needed. It's not because I'm the most talented or most gifted. It needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to, it's going to happen, and it's need to happen, and it will be. Isaac and More sound like it's been missing from this fashion. It don't even sound like a name no more. It sound like it's a brand now.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And next year, everybody is going to be on this stuff consistently.
So how do you think from what you're doing now to next year, Isaac is going to devote the energy and efforts to make that happen?
You said what I'm doing now?
Yeah, what you going to do between like now and that year from like to elevate that?
That's something that you got to see. You got to see. I ain't going to let you know the process.
So you got to let the deal. You got to let me know all secret out. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know the result, you know?
Yeah.
Just knowing that it's
the work about to be put in.
Yeah, it's the work is already done. Yeah, you could see this shit, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, and I ain't, I'm just really excited, about this stuff too.
So, I think on social media again, everybody else see it as a one-man band. Is it that?
No, hell no. It's not a one-man band, but I'm trying to get it to the point that it's, I just want to design. I just want to curate. Right now, I'm still got my hands in a lot of everything, so it's definitely not a one-man band, but I'm the beginning and the end of this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you this. We talk, because we see the one-man band, Isaac go with celebrities from A to Z. How long is like the process on average? I know you said like initially I think maybe 2 years to get that box, but like what's now like you think like the processing time for you on average?
To make the whole thing?
Mm-hmm, from the bag to the box, everything.
Man, I'm to the point I can make a box in a day.
And from everything. I remember you said with Meek it took you how long before you did that box?
It took me because I didn't know what I was doing. It took me a long time to do it. But I didn't give Meek the box. Megan got the box.
Oh yeah, Megan got the box. Megan, yeah.
Yeah, Meek just got the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how long do you think now on average you seen the time switch up from when you did that first one to now? Like processing time for you.
Oh, it's real fast now. Now it's to get to the point, like, I did all this without launching my website. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't have access to go get my bag. See, if you want to go get my bag right now, you can't get it.
Really?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I did all that. So just imagine when people have their own, they could get their bags at their own discretion and stuff like that. It's going to be crazy.
You strategically doing that now? Like, you strategically planning that?
I told myself, I said, I got a 10-year strategy, not just a plan, but a strategy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I told myself, I said my year 1, I'm going to develop, and my year 2 and 3, I'm going to create awareness. I'm not worried about making no money and none of that. I made $2 million, not even want to make money. Yeah.
What?
No, for
Repeat that, because boys don't understand that.
Yeah, I made $2 million, not even wanting to make money.
So that was in the awareness stage.
That was an awareness. That's why I didn't have no website, didn't have nothing.
That was straight PayPal?
Like this straight Cash App and shit. Fucking wires and
I gotta up
shit.
my PayPal game.
Yeah,
dog.
you know, like for real, for real.
PayPal gonna charge you extra taxes.
Yeah.
But that's man.
Nah.
Congratulations on that though, man. That's
No,
big.
but now it's like a real business. So now it's just like now it's about to be. So everything I'm doing, I'm about to integrate it into my website. Now you can actually create your own box on my website now.
That's dope.
Yeah, you can
That's
actually
dope.
do all that shit now. You could. Then I'm charging more people. Like you can't get the designer no more until you gotta pay my price.
Mm.
You know.
Did you see it getting to where you like what you saying to me now when you
Hell no, I'm trying to see shit. I ain't see none of this, man.
Right.
I ain't even just know. But you gotta. But I think that, man, as it evolve, you gotta move with it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because now it's just like, sometimes I still don't know who I am
Yeah.
because I've been struggling longer than I've been here.
Mm.
So I'm still more of that than I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying that's why you could just I'll do it for you and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I literally had the team that people that want to be around me, that no
Mm-hmm.
talk,
Mhm.
he chart. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I already know next year that I'm about to let it be like that. I'm be very less. You can't see me now, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna be very less accessible though.
Man, well, I appreciate your time. And I want to ask you this, man, because I think for me and you, I know family, children, close corner of friends. Like, what do you want to leave, like, legacy-wise when Isaac hands this off or whatever he does with it?
I don't wanna build buildings. I just wanna build people.
Why is that? What's the difference?
Because it lasts longer. I make bags, and quality comes from how long it lasts.
Yeah.
So you could tell. So I rather invest in people than invest in buildings because it lasts a lot more longer.
I've never done it, but that's, I work with a lot of people. What?
Even though I probably live 70, 80 years, but you could still give it to your kids and give it that, so it keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, because buildings could burn and fucking, can I cuss though?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, yeah.
It's about true transparency on here, bro.
Yeah. Buildings could destroy it. Hurricanes can do that.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
that's true.
But people, man, like, if you build them, that shit could last a long time.
Straight up, yeah.
So that's why I want to leave, and with my brand is, I want to be like, I want to be one of the first ones to really take that same kind of concept how it is, in France and Paris and with this fashion stuff. It's like just really make this like a fashion thing, like for real, like passing, teaching, just taking them and knowing how they can be apprentices and stuff like that. And you see what I'm saying? Like really kids learning how to do it and carry on the name and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I really want to. Well, that's not what I really want to do. That's what I'm working on right now.
Man, look, kudos to that. Because I think, man, you talked about, like, I think for us, that's why we sitting here talking. We went through a lot of challenges, a lot of pitfalls, a lot of struggles.
Sure.
But I think for myself, my goal is, if I don't want to make it easy, but I want to make the process better to where, like you said, whoever is my children.
I ain't giving a lot of money to my children.
Why is that, huh?
Hell no.
Why is that? Because they not appreciate how you feel about that.
If they don't know how to take this thing to the next level, you're gonna have because my thing is, man, I want people to appreciate, because when I'm dead and gone, man, I just want this to keep. I don't want this to die with me.
Yeah.
And I don't want nobody else that don't know me to run my shit. I want somebody to really know me, man. Like,
So it ain't got to be your kids, but it's got to be somebody like.
No, for sure, that really know me. That know me, that's like for real.
Like, align with the vision.
Yeah, that's it, man. Because, like, I don't want nobody to run my shit that don't know me. I just don't want to look at it like, like, that's why I haven't just really partnered up with a lot of people or partnered up with people, because I don't want you to see this as a come up. I want to, like, I spent my year, I never cheated on this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you have
And
me,
it's a
bro.
reason why I never cheated on this shit. So I'm saying I struggled with this stuff for years. I slept in parks with this stuff. I slept over 50 different homes, eat out of trash cans, all this kind of shit like that, man. Like I really lived this shit, like for real, for real. So I don't know what else to do. I'm not gonna invest in no real estate. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. This is something that, cause I got so many ideas, so many things. I'm gonna keep on investing in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know.
And it's interesting you say that because us being entrepreneurs,
Yeah,
especially now in the game.
I don't want to go where no money at.
That's exactly what a lot of us do.
Everybody do.
Yeah, for stability, whatever purposes it is. You know what I'm saying?
I think I look at like people that, that started like Nike and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he's in real estate now, but because he got a lot of facilities now and buildings now of Nike.
Mm-hmm. So you feel like he had to learn that dynamic after he achieved the success he did?
I don't think he learned. I think it just transitioned into that. Now I need a store. Now I need a facility. Why not own the facility that I have? You see what I'm saying? It just evolving in that kind of stuff like that, man. I'm not gonna make it focus and just, that's not my thing. It could be somebody else's thing, but that's not my thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna go with the money. I think wherever you spend the most time at, that's what can happen for you.
So let me ask you, I know I can talk to you for hours, bro, because we got a lot of history, but I'm not here to tell what I know. I want somebody else to know who you are. But if you could, get anybody who's watching this video to understand who Isaac really is as an individual, how would you describe or portray yourself?
A man that never give up. And that's what this brand is about. It's about never giving up. When you wear this brand, it's about reminding yourself who you are. So I'm saying, and that's what I am for. So I'm saying, it's a representation of who you are. So I'm saying, and it's supposed to remind you who you are. This brand doesn't identify the individual; it represents the individual. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, so it's about never giving up, man, because life can be so hard. It can be so hard. But if you don't believe, it's going to wipe you off.
Straight up.
Because money's not strong enough in the belief for you to do it for money. Kids is not strong enough for you to do it for the kid. Wife is not strong enough for you to do it for your wife. You got to be way more bigger than that. Stronger than that.
Facts. Well, Isaac, man, I said we could continue this. We definitely gonna have to. Hopefully, I can get you before you blow up too big again here.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just want to thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
It's just one that I heard what you said, and when I put this title up for the video, I already thought of it even before we said. I was like, man, this is the $1 billion luxury, and I don't want to just limit you just being a black luxury brand, just luxury brand in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm no.
It's just much sweeter that a black person.
Boom, boom. And I'm telling you, I know it, man. This will be $1 billion brand, man. I know it will be, because I see, bro. Honestly, I see what you put in this consistently over a decade, when the average person wouldn't do it for honestly 10 months, bro.
No, for sure. They'll switch up.
Straight up. And that's why I love just seeing people in their lane, pursuing their passion, turning that passion into a purpose, and then actually at the end of the day getting a paycheck off of it.
Yeah.
And that's God blessing you, because I feel like, he's like, yo, I told you what I wanted you to do while you was here. You did it. Boom. Now I'm gonna make sure you stay blessed. I see, man, I know you still going through a lot of struggles. I'm loving to see some successes, man. You deserve it just as much as anybody on this earth, bro. And I just,
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, I can't wait for the world to recognize Isaac Moore's greatness. Honestly, on nothing against the other brands, LV, Gucci, all that, whatever them. I just know. I don't know them people personally, love to them, but I do know you personally, and I've seen your growth as an individual since we first met almost 20 years back. And yeah, I know it will be.
That, brother.
So man, I'm gonna end it on up, man. Thank you again, Isaac, man. I appreciate you.